Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is July 10th, 2018, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the economic events of the day, out of United Kingdom this morning at 10:30 South African time, monthly GDP numbers coming out and monthly manufacturing production numbers coming out. Now, unless there are any surprises for it, I think the news is already factored in. Lots happening in the markets, a lot of rotations, and let's take a look. So the dollar getting a little bit stronger yesterday against most of the major pairs. We're looking here at the Euro USD trading at 1740, a nice sell-off from its high of 1780. Incidentally, that was our target price yesterday that we hit 1783-ish level, and then we sold off. Now we're still maintaining this trend line on the upside, so I don't think we're going to correct ourselves back to the 1690-ish level just yet. Okay, as long as we can continue above trading above this 1729-ish level, I do think that we will be trading between these two parameters, at least in the short term. Okay, to be in a 60 pip range is not so bad. All right, looking at the GBP USD, this was the one that sold off quite sharply yesterday. As you can see, a massive sell-off from 133.40-ish level to 132, and we breached that support level, but we're still maintaining it at 132-ish level. Right, so looking at a 4-hour chart, you can see that we're we dipped below it, but we're still above it. All right, so as long as we're above this support level, I still think that we can bounce above it and continue trading up higher. Now, if you remember, the GBP was really the one that was lagging against the dollar on the upside, and it was really the first one to really sell off so sharply. Now, of course, it's external reasons, Brexit, this and that. However, it shows you that throughout the whole time, the GBP was really the weakest out of the three that we've been covering against the US dollar. Now, if we jump to the Aussie USD, we had a sell-off, all right, but not as sharp, all right? This is what we call relative strength. So the next thing that's going to go up, all right, the next time the dollar is going to get weaker versus the major currencies, I would expect the Euro and the Aussie USD to take it up higher, all right? Now, if I was looking to short something, it would probably be the GBP, all right, because that's been the one that has been the weakest link versus the USD. All right, so looking here at the Aussie USD, I do believe that we'll be trading between this 74.60-ish level and 74.80-ish level, okay, as long as we haven't corrected ourselves, okay? We can still correct ourselves on the downside, but in the short term, I think we'll be trading between these two ranges. Now, jumping into the Rand, we breached this 1345 level, okay, and then we bounced off of it, off of 1334. Now, this may be a potential resistance level, 1340-ish level, I'll call it, if we do decide to trade further down. All right, so this is really an important level that we've breached and maybe a potential resistance level as we continue trading. Now, jumping into the USD Japanese yen. Now, this is really on a technical spectrum, a really important level that we're hitting. Right, we're hitting a resistance level, a multi-year resistance level at 111.10-ish level, all right here, 111.10-ish level, on a previous support level. So, if we do continue getting weaker versus the dollar and the Japanese yen continues to slide, okay, on the upside, of course, all right, which is really, it's getting weaker, all right, we may see ourselves capitulate to 112.27-ish level, all right, if we do continue this rally upwards, all right. So this is really an important level so that if we do break above and we do maintain it above, then it may continue trading and may continue correcting itself. Might not happen today, maybe next week, maybe the week after, but this is really an important element to really keep an eye out. Now, looking at the Dow Jones yesterday, we had a nice rally up to 24,800-ish level, and that's a rally of about 600 points, over the past couple of days. So really a decent rally. Now, what you could say is pushing this up higher is really the NASDAQ, all right? And if we look at the NASDAQ is an index that really reflects most of the high-tech companies in the United States, and it's back to its all-time highs. Now, what does the NASDAQ consist of? It consists of companies like Amazon, Google, and Facebook. Now, Facebook has really been a very important element here because it hit yesterday all-time new highs, 204.68. As you can see, we're looking at a 1-hour chart, and we broke above this 203 level, which was a previous high, right? And now we're trading at 204.68-ish level. So if this does continue this momentum upwards, it could really lift the rest of the market up higher. All right, I've seen that happen multiple times where the components are just, catching up to the one leader, in this case being Facebook. All right. So that's really a very important part today to really keep an eye to see if this continues on the upside. Now, looking at the other indices, the DAX, rallying up higher. Okay. Still not, like the Dow Jones is rallying, but it's, carrying its way up. If I was to say if this does, turn on a dime and start selling off, the DAX would probably be the first one I'd look to short. All right. We're closing in on this resistance level of 12,641. So I'd actually look, if you are long it, to actually start unloading here and maybe think about, a catalyst that's going to take us on the downside if we don't break out higher on the NASDAQ and carry the Dow Jones even higher. Now, looking at the JSC, we had a gap up yesterday, and as you can see, we're really, closing in on this next resistance level, just like the DAX is on this 52,500-ish level. All right. Now, if we do continue this rally on the upside and we do break it up even higher, well, guess what? We could even challenge our 55,000 level as we continue trading throughout the summer. Now, this is really uncharacteristic to this time of the year, because generally the indices are quieter than the rest of the year. So this may be like an impetus right before August. Maybe we'll get a sell-off in August. So something to keep in your head, as we continue to trade throughout this session. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.